on with things and never improvement.
In the Ladbrokes Champion Stairs Hurdle, featuring the first three home in last year's edition, Teahupoo, Asterion Forlonge, home by the lead. They have 13 flights to jump, and it is Rookies Diamond who takes them along, followed by the solitary UK challenger Crembo, as they meet up with flight 1, followed by Teahupoo, meet and greet, Franciscan Rock to the inside, the chestnut-coloured Hidden Valley Leg. Going to flight number 2, the end of the back straight, and it's Rookies Diamond, the leader. From Crembo, Teahupoo, Hidden Valley Leg. Jetara, the mare, is improved on the outside of home by the lead. And then meet and greet, and Franciscan Rock. Winter Fog is 2 behind. The grey Asterion Forlonge and Colonel Mustard. Heading on along the side of the track to flights 3 and 4. It's Rookies Diamond in front by a length and a half to Crembo. Jetara up into a disputing third with Teahupoo and Hidden Valley Leg. And then meet and greet, and Franciscan Rock, ridden away from the hurdle, home by the lee, and then Winter Fog, Asterion Forlonge and Colonel Mustard. The fourth flight before the straight, Rookies Diamond and Shane Fitzgerald into it. From Crembo landing second, Jonathan Burke, then Jetara and James Bowen. Next is Teahupoo, Sam Ewing, in the pink cap, single black star, and then home by the lee, picking up ground for JJ Slevin. Then meet and greet, and Philip Enright and Franciscan Rock, Gavin Broder, as they straighten on up. Hidden Valley Lake has lost places under Dad O'Keefe. And then Winter Fog, Brian Hayes, Asterion Forlonge, Paul Townend, with the back marker Colonel Mustard and Keith Donahue. They're coming to flight number 5. It'll be the final flight next time. Jumping well in front as Rookies Diamond has extended the lead to over 3 lengths. From Crembo second, Jetara just showing up in third, from Teahupoo in fourth, and then Franciscan Rock, meet and greet. Hidden Valley Lake on the inside, the Liverpool Stairs winner. Heading uphill to flight number 6, Rookies Diamond, followed by Crembo, who's closed back up in between flights, and then Teahupoo, Jetara, Franciscan Rock. And on the inside is Hidden Valley Lake, and then meet and greet, home by the lee, intermittently ridden along, and then Colonel Mustard, Winter Fog, and Asterion Forlonge now trails the field. Going uphill to flight number 7, it's Rookies Diamond. As of yet to be headed is followed by Crembo. Teahupoo is sharing third with an improving Franciscan Rock, and then Jetara. Hidden Valley Lake on the inside of meet and greet, and then Colonel Mustard, Winter Fog. Still ridden along is home by the lee, now near to the back is one behind Asterion Forlonge. They go downhill towards halfway. The Ladbrokes Champion Stairs Hurdle, it's Rookies Diamond by a length only now to Crembo. Then Franciscan Rock, and alongside Franciscan Rock is Jetara. Meet and greet next, then Teahupoo, Hidden Valley Lake, far from fluent, the one in front, Rookies Diamond, and all but joined by Crembo, and then Franciscan Rock and Jetara next. Teahupoo's just fifth from Hidden Valley Lake and meet and greet, and then Winter Fog, Colonel Mustard, home by the lee, and Asterion Forlonge, but they're still well stacked up with the completion of a circuit. Another 5 flights left to jump as they go down the back straight. Rookies Diamond followed by Crembo. They remain 1 and 2 as they have been from the outset, followed by Franciscan Rock and Jetara close on the outside. To the inner is Hidden Valley Lake, and then Teahupoo and meet and greet. 5 left to jump as they approach the first of 2 in the back straight. Rookies Diamond and Crembo, not a whole lot between them. Franciscan Rock knocked the hurdle flat. Jetara there on the outside, followed by Teahupoo. Heading to 4 flights from the finish, Rookies Diamond and Crembo together as they rise, followed by a rapidly improving Winter Fog in the dark green and white colours. Goes up in between Franciscan Rock and Teahupoo. On the outside is Jetara, and then Asterion Forlonge and Hidden Valley Lake. Meet and greet nudged along, and then Colonel Mustard gone on from home by the lee. Turning with 5 furlongs to go and 3 flights to jump. Rookies Diamond, just with the percentage call from Crembo. Franciscan Rock, railing well on the inside is the grey Asterion Forlonge, and then Jetara. Winter Fog next with Teahupoo as they jump the third last flight. and they're spaced across the course, heading towards the second last. Rocky's Diamond from Crambo. Going between them is Teahupoo. On the inside, Asterion Forlonge and stable companion Winterfog, then Franciscan Rock. Running round the home turn, and it is Winterfog up from the back of the field, with on either side stable companion Asterion Forlonge and Teahupoo moving on by 3 lengths to Crambo, and then Jetara, Franciscan Rock, Colonel Mustard home by the lee. Rocky's Diamond has tied up, so too has Hidden Valley Lake and Meet and Greet. They're on the run inside the final 2 furlongs. 1 flight left to jump. Winterfog and Brian Hayes from on the outside. Teahupoo and Sam Ewing in a good fight to the final flight, shaking off the attentions of Asterion Forlonge. Over the last goes Teahupoo and lengthens clear from Winterfog. Asterion Forlonge, they're well spaced out in the closing stages. It is Teahupoo who's going to repeat his success in the Ladbrokes Champion Stayers Hurdle. It's a win for Teahupoo. Last year's winner scores from Asterion Forlonge, and then Jetara and Winterfog in 4th.
Favourites 1A, Teahupoo justifies his position atop the market with an ultimately authoritative success under Sam Ewing for Gordon Elliott and Rob Corr. Back-to-back wins in the race for this masked marvel gelding, and Asterion Forlonge coming through to once again follow him home, just as was the case 12 months ago. Ruby, big run from the horse you put up at a price, Winterfog. He was just making his way into contention at this stage, the eventual winner right alongside.
Yeah, and Jetara's up on the outside, Franciscan Rock in the yellow and red colours. Rocky's Diamond and Crambo, they're starting to feel a pinch here up to the third last as they up the ante, and Sam Ewing gets forward on Teahupoo here now in a second. Winterfog and Asterion Forlonge both elected to stay inside, and they get a great run through. Rocky's Diamond misses that. Teahupoo jumps through on the inside of Crambo and just gets between Crambo and Rocky's Diamond. But the one worry you would have about Teahupoo is being left in front on your own and him getting idle. I'd say Sam Ewing couldn't believe when he saw Brian Hayes and Paul Townend appearing on his inside, and Brian Hayes in particular, to give him something to race with and drag him off the bend. This was absolutely, I'd say Sam Ewing couldn't believe how lucky he got that they took him on so far from home and dragged him into the straight to bring his stamina into play. Jetara is sneaking onto the back of him. She's going to run on to finish third. Winterfog turns in just about in front. Asterion Forlonge run an absolute blinder to be second again. But Teahupoo, Sam Ewing, big opportunity, big ride, and he takes it. And Teahupoo, I doubted him beforehand, Gary. Punters rode in with him and they got rewarded. Quickens again to the last hurdle and just outstays his rivals. He is a dourse there, pricks his ears, jumped it well. Winterfog misses. Colonel Mustard, the one you put up, just about got into the shot there, and he gave a good run in 2. Asterion Forlonge battles back, but Teahupoo has outstayed his rivals, Gary. Good performance from him, and I'd say owners and connections would be delighted to get back in the winners and connection, in the winners enclosure with him even.
Absolutely, runner-up on both his starts prior to this season. Second to Lossiemouth in the Hatton's Grace Hurdle at Fairy House, and then runner-up to Bob Ollinger carrying the same colours in the Stayers Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival. And he's a real good, tough, high-class performer. Teahupoo very rarely runs a bad race, and that was the moment where he really settled the issue. Asterion Forlonge just burrowing through on the inside of Winterfog. Hidden Valley Lake, well, the other Rob Corr runner, he ran the way the market predicted.
He most certainly did, and Rocky's Diamond has dropped out of shot too.